Alright, we're back. We're doing the 24-hour challenge Noob to Pro in Arm Wrestle Simulator here. And I'm Random User. We'll go ahead and get started here. So this is a brand new account, and this is all free to play as well. Not spending any Robux or anything like that, so totally free to play. So we're here in the level 1 on this brand new account. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is just figure out what is it that we want to kind of train with here. Is it biceps, or is it knuckles, or is it hands? So, you know, just try out the different things here and just see which one goes up the fastest. But let's go check out the bosses here. We've got the bully coming in for 115, so we could beat him. And we've got the teacher as well coming in at 805. So what I'll do is I'll just train up a little bit, and then we're going to start doing some wins here. So I think the thing that we're going to be trying to focus on, so this is a 24-hour challenge, and you can keep an eye on the overall time with the update timer that's here in the game as well. But yeah, 24-hour challenge, and we're trying to see how far can we go as a free-to-play player in Arm Wrestle Simulator. And to do that, we're going to really need to kind of rely on a few things here, pets in particular. So yeah, so now I'm taking on the teacher here. And when we get we want to get pets, and we need arms and trails. Those are the three things that we need to kind of really focus on to try to move forward here. But pets are the most important. And while this was going on, they had an event egg here that had some pretty decent pets here. You had to defeat the Ripper Doc, and that's in level 2. And you can see we've got some pretty decent pets here. The Tortoise is coming in at 5,000, the Lightning Leviathan at 45,000, and then the Volt Phoenix at 2 million here. The odds of getting that one are pretty slim, 1 out of 25,000, and I don't have any good luck on this account. This is totally free to play, so I don't think we're going to get the Volt Phoenix, but I think we do have a good chance of getting those other pets. So in this game, I'll be focusing on getting some of those pets. So here we've got the Gym Rat at 5.7k, and we're at about 3k right now. So I'm just kind of grinding here on strength, and we're going to take out the teacher here for a few. We'll see how much wins we get out of the teacher. All right, we got 5 wins out of that one, so not so many wins here. But another thing with pets is if you want to get more wins, you have to get winner pets. So that's one thing that I'll be keeping an eye out. When you first start out, it's hard to get winner pets, but you can always trade and use the enchant table and level 2 for those winner enchantments. Alright, so we're just taking on the teacher here. And alright, so now we're pretty much done with the teacher. And whenever you're doing something in the game, you always want to make sure that you're training here. So I always go back to training whenever I'm doing other things. And during this 24-hour challenge, I'll be kind of redeeming the gifts as they come, and the different bonuses that are in the game, like the daily rewards and the season rewards. But yeah, let's go ahead and try to get our first kind of set of pets here. So I saved up a little more than 300 wins, and now I'm going after the Icy pet. This is the cheapest pet. I could have afforded a few of the more expensive pets, but I want to try to get several, so that way I can then craft into big and huge to kind of up the bonus there. And here you can see I did craft some big pets here, and that does increase the bonus. But now I'm going to go ahead and equip Best, because I'm going to start training for a while so we can beat the next boss in the World 1. And we can see the big difference. So we do +9 with no pets, and then +860 with those pets. So you can see how fast our strength is kind of growing here. So we've got the Mafia boss at 49.7, who can already take out, and then the champion at 527. We'll definitely need to kind of train more and maybe even get some better pets for the champion. But let's go ahead and take on the Mafia boss as well. We're getting 125 wins out of each time that we go off the Mafia boss. Just going to grind the Mafia boss here for a while. Alright, now we're at 3.5 thousand. And we'll go ahead and kind of wrap it up here with the Mafia boss, and then we'll see what else can we do to kind of work our way up to beating the champion here. That way we can get to the next level here. Alright, so there is a lucky block there too, by the way. You always want to keep an eye on those lucky blocks. As a noob kind of player, the lucky blocks really does help out a lot. Alright, so I was training there for a while, and now we're up to 1.1 million. Finally beat the champion here. And we can see that every time I beat the champion, I'm getting 625 wins. So I'm going to have to grind this for a while to get to the 15,000 wins that we need to get to level 2. And there, I kind of grinded that for a while. Here we're at 14.3. And then after this win, we'll be able to move on to level 2. And in level 2, we're going to take on the rogue AI. And we're at 1.8 million strength. We'll have to work our way up to beating the rogue AI. But let's go take a look at the first boss in this level here. So we've got the scrap trader here coming in at 6.9 million. So we're going to need to grind to get to that too. And also maybe we'll take a look at some rebirths here. So, oh, wow. Okay, so I thought we would get a lot of rebirths here. Usually I try not to rebirth unless I'm going to get like 10 or 15 rebirths. And that was only like 5 or 6, I think. So, yeah, if you're new, save up like, you know, probably about 1 million kind of wins, it looks like, before you do your first set of rebirths there. So that definitely did kind of set me behind there. I thought we'd be able to rebirth a bunch more times, but I guess not. But anyways, now we're at 3.4 million strength. We're going to kind of keep grinding here, and then we'll take on the scrap trader. And if you're using the dumbbells, definitely keep an eye on the barbells and switch over to those if you can. In a lot of worlds, the barbells work a lot better. All right, we're going to go ahead and take on the scrap trader here. Alright, we're getting 3.1 thousand wins each time we beat the scrap trader here. So we're going to go ahead and grind that for a while. So now I'm at about a little bit more than 100,000 wins here with the scrap trader. We'll go back to hatching some eggs. So now I'll take a look at the crystal egg. That's 7,500 each. And you can see we're mostly getting the wolf pet here because, you know, we don't have any kind of good luck on this account. But, you know, we're going to kind of crack open a lot of eggs here so we've got the best chance at getting the good pets as well as being able to craft them into big and huge. So the pets make a huge difference in this game. That's why I'm really trying to go after these pets. You can see, you know, when I equip those pets, it makes a huge difference versus when I don't have any pets. All right, let's go ahead and take on the Cyber Cup. Some other things that we're going to be kind of chasing after here besides pets are the trails. So when you can afford good trails, you want to go ahead and buy those, but you usually don't want to buy, you know, if you buy a trail, you want to buy a trail that's like 3 or 4 trails after that. Usually it's not a great idea to buy, you know, one trail and then the trail right after that. Unless you're in a situation where you're just kind of grinding for a while and you need every advantage that you can get. But anyways, yeah, so now we got some other pets here. So we're kind of working our way up the pet ladder here. We've got that Fang pet at 89. So one thing that I've been doing as well in this game is keeping an eye on the quests and also asking for pets. So you can see here that, you know, I'm sending out a message that I'm a noob and I'm looking for pets. In this game, people are always giving away pets. So if you're new to playing this game, I definitely recommend sending some messages, asking for pets, telling people that you're stuck on a certain level, and then they'll help you out. We've been kind of grinding here on the Slicer Assassin. So now we're at 751,000. And soon we're going to get a trail, I think, and also keep working up to beating the Ripper Doc, because that's the event egg. But now we've got some money where we can afford the solar egg. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of hatch open some solar eggs here. And then we'll take a look at what we get at the end of this. But yeah, most times we're really getting the sun rabbit here. Okay, so we're done hatching this egg. So let's go ahead and kind of craft all and then equip the best. So we can see that now we've got the sun deer as our best pet. And then we'll go back to beating the Slicer Assassin. And my goal is really to try to get to the Ripper Doc because I want to hatch the event egg. In the event egg, they had the tortoise. that was at 5,000, I think, and then they had the Lightning Leviathan that was coming in at 45,000. And if I can get either the tortoise or if I can get the tortoise and hopefully the Lightning Leviathan, that would really kind of make it so much faster for us to go through these levels, right? Because the pets that we're working with right now, the Fang is 89, so the Solar Dog is a little bit less than that, and the Sun Deer is a little bit more than that. So if we can get the tortoise, yeah, here we go, 79, 89, and always keep an eye on the arms as well, because arms make a huge difference. Like you can see now, I went up to a 95% arm there, and that's going to make a huge difference. And we've also got the season here, so as you work your way through the game, you'll earn points and be able to open the rewards in the season, so always keep an eye on those as well. And we can see we just got some really good pets out of that. So that was 1.5 thousand and 2,000, I think, for those pets. So that's made a big difference. Now when we're training, we're getting 9.5 million for each time. So we'll go ahead and try to take on the Ripper Doc. So I'm going to just kind of grind on the Ripper Doc here for a while. And it's not really the wins that I'm trying to go after here. I'm really going after the event egg. So I want these pets. So here we've got the Stormbreaker Behemoth. But I'll go ahead and open some other eggs here as well. So I went ahead and opened about 100 of these eggs. And you can see we did get the tortoise. So let's go ahead and kind of craft all. And then I'll go ahead and equip best because I'll be training here. And I don't have any winner or lucky pets, but here we can see we've got the two 7.5 thousand Stormbreaker Behemoth pets, and then we've got the 5K other pet here, and we were training at 20 million each time. And now we can go ahead and take on the Rogue AI. So what I want to do now is to just get to the next level, and then get a better trail, kind of move forward a little bit, but I'll come back and then take on the Ripper Doc more, depending on what kind of eggs we're going to get out of the beach here. But I think the event egg is probably better than most of the pets that you can get in the eggs here in the beach world. So in this beach world, we're going to have to do a lot of grinding. Not only on strength, but also on wins here. So I'll go ahead and take on the Cocoa Nut here. So we're at 439 billion. We were. Now we're kind of at 3.2 trillion. So I did do a lot of grinding as well on the strength. And I did cut a lot of those out. I wanted to kind of include all the important things, but this video was turning out to be super long. And it's still kind of long as it is. So I did have to kind of cut out a lot of those things. But now we're taking on the Fat Pirate here. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to work our way up to get a better trail and also to do some rebirths. And here's the stats, how many times I've beaten each of these bosses in case you're interested so far. Yeah, on the beach here you can see I've got the Fat Pirate 13 times and the Lucky Block. Keep an eye out, see I just got 6.5 billion wins from the Lucky Block, so that is a huge thing. And then, like I mentioned, I did go back and then kind of grinded on the Ripper Doc for a while, for a few hours. I was kind of beating the Ripper Doc there. And then we did, I did earn some more crates here, so I'm going to kind of see if I can get a better arm. So here we've got a 250% buff rotten arm, so that's pretty good. Let's try out our next kind of key here. And also another 250% arm there, so that's going to also make a huge difference is the arm. You can see we jumped up to 670 million from about 250, I think. And I've gotten some more eggs here, so I got about 100 of these, but I do go back and then work on the Ripper Doc for like a few hours, and then I eventually earn like over 1,000 of these event eggs, but we'll see that here in a little bit. So you can see now after I was working through, I was able to craft the tortoise, and that one's now the best pet coming in at 10,000, but now I want some more of those tortoise pets and also the Lightning Leviathan. So I grinded the Ripper Doc for a long time, and we're at 1,700 eggs here. I'm going to go ahead and kind of crack those open, and I'm going to, definitely skip through that whole entire process as well. And now this is done. So let's take a look at the results. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and craft all a couple times here. And I usually just hit the craft all button until nothing's happening anymore. Okay, now here's what we got. So I had a couple lightning leviathans there, 2 lightning leviathans. And the skeleton, I got that from the which one was it? It was the daily reward. That's where I got the skeleton from. So the daily reward, actually the pets are not bad now. About a month ago they were just not good at all, but now they're good. All right, we'll go ahead and kind of keep going here. Take on the friendly shark and keep an eye on the quest as well, because when you earn the quest, then that gives you some arms. We're going to do some rebirths here. And, you know, if you want to move forward through these levels, you really do have to do a lot of rebirths and also super rebirths. And one mistake I made playing this game was not doing super rebirth fast enough. So, you know, looking back, I should have just started doing super rebirth right here. And if I was to do the 24-hour challenge again, I think what I would do is I would play the game, and then I would do super rebirth as fast as I could. And I would do that for probably about 20 hours. And then the last 4, I would try to max out the rebirth after that. But yeah, in this playthrough I waited a while. I wanted to see how far I could go with just that one. I wanted to see how far I could go without doing a super rebirth, and then eventually that just kind of slowed down my whole progress there. Could have kind of moved a lot faster if I just started doing the super rebirth right when I got the chance there. We're here at 2 trillion strength, taking on the fat pirate here, and you know, we did get a gold key here, so we're always going to keep that in mind. But now's the time to rebirth as well. So I waited until I had about 400 million before I did any rebirth here. The first time that I did my kind of rebirth in the first go round, I didn't have anywhere near that, and then we were only able to do a couple rebirths there, so that was really kind of a problem. So we're gonna just go ahead and kind of grind again, and always keep in mind for your pets. So now I've got some winner pets, so I did create a winner team, and whenever you're fighting the bosses, you always want to make sure to equip your winner team. And you can see that I've got 495 million wins there, and that is coming through because I've got the winner team. And then I got the ×2 bonus. I got that from the season reward. That's where I got the ×2 bonus, I think, or the actually, yeah, the season reward, and then the codes. I entered a whole bunch of codes I entered all the kind of known codes for Arm Wrestle Simulator. Yeah, so you see now is when we're going to kind of first decide to do our super rebirth here. And yeah, I should have done the super rebirth a long time ago. But anyways, you know, you kind of live and learn there. So now we're back to level 1. We're going to kind of keep grinding here. Just going to probably work on the knuckles here. And I will do the champion. We got to get 15,000 wins. And we're getting 1.3 thousand wins here. And 17,000 wins. We'll go to the space gym. And let's see if we can take on the rogue AI. We've got 90 billion strength, and the rogue AI has got 36.2. Go ahead and grind this guy. We gotta wait till we get 20 million on the rogue AI to move on over to the beach. Once we get to the beach, we're gonna go ahead and buy a trail. Usually that's when I kind of buy a trail, is right when I get to the beach after I beat the rogue AI. I'll get the 20 million trail. Alright, so now we're finishing up with the rogue AI here. Once I'm done with the rogue AI, I'm gonna go ahead and train in the beach level, as well as get the best trail that I can get. Alright, we're going to kind of grind on the coconut here at the beach level. I'm going to do some rebirths here. So I did have over 200 million wins there the first time that I started doing my rebirths here. So we know we'll kind of go up a good amount in strength there. And I did grind for strength for a while, as well as get a better trail. And now we're back at the Fat Pirate here for 2.8. And I did get an offer here for 8 tokens for a 900% arm, and I was getting those tokens for free from the token quest there on the bottom of the screen. And going from a 250% arm to a 900% arm is pretty fantastic. And I did ask him if he had some free pets he could give me, because, you know, I'm a noob and I was stuck in level 3. So he offered to give me these 3 dino pets here. So we can see they're 120 and 130,000. So those make a pretty huge difference. So I was able to train and then beat the Mermaid King as well. So yeah, the pets, they make a huge difference here. So now we're going to do some more rebirths here. So we have to do more rebirths so we can beat the boss on this level. And I should have done super rebirth here, but you know, I didn't end up doing that, and then ended up doing that later on. All right, we're going to take on the Mutant King. We're at 2 QA. The Mutant King's at 1.5. And I was asking for pets, and then Same here, Same0313, ended up offering me a whole kind of set of pets here. Not only super strong pets for strength, but also winner and lucky pets. And then we did get 1 pet equip. So for the new players at the level 1, there's an index. And if you go take a look at that index, it says if you discover 50 pets, you'll get an additional pet equip. And with those pets that Same traded to me, I was able to get the additional pet equip, so now I'm equipping 4 pets. And I did create different teams. I created a winner team, as well as a lucky team, and a strength team. And you can see I just bought the 1.5 trillion trail as well, so you always want to stay on top of those trails. And always use the right pets, right? Whenever you're battling a boss, you always want to use the winner pets. And I did go ahead and buy the additional trail there, and in this case here's Mr. Same himself, or there he was for a very kind of brief second there. But anyways, we'll kind of go on. We're going to take on the Mutant King here. We're at 218 QA, and the Mutant King's at 129. How many wins? We're getting 1 quadrillion wins each time. So we need 50 QI wins, and we had 50 QI wins already. So move on to the dino level, and I did go back to get the barbell. So I usually get the barbell from the bunker and then train in the dino world with that barbell. And I was training for a while, and now we're taking on the one of the bosses here, but now it's time to rebirth again. So we're gonna go and rebirth here. And yeah, you know, I should have definitely super rebirthed here too, but you know, I kind of waited another while. I wanted to see if I could get to the next level before doing a rebirth, but you know, I ended up just doing a rebirth there like an hour or 2 later. All right, so now we're doing some super rebirths, and by now I figured out that, you know, I'm gonna start running out of time here, so I need to kind of do a whole bunch of super rebirths. So I just kind of grind the super rebirths. So I just kind of go doing this all over again on level 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then just as soon as I can get to a super rebirth, I'm just going to go ahead and do the super rebirth. And my goal is to do, you know, like 10 or 11 super rebirths, and then grind out the last few hours trying to kind of max out those rebirths, and then get to the final levels there in this game. So now we can see that we're taking on the Rogue AI, and I'm getting 8.2 million wins, and some of that, and that's because I got those winner pets from Same earlier. We only had to beat the Rogue AI a few times there to move on to the beach. So usually, like I said, when I get into the beach, I start training, and then I also get the 20 million trail, and then grind for a while, and then start taking on the bosses here in this level here. All right, we're going to take on the Mutant King here, and the goal is to get enough wins to do a super rebirth. All right, so we're going to start doing rebirth here, and as soon as we can do a super rebirth, we're going to go ahead and do that. would be the right strategy here. But even still, I still haven't kind of learned my lesson here. So I should have done the Super Rebirth, but I kind of still grinded on this one, trying to see how far I could get with this one. But I ended up not being able to go that far. So then I ended up kind of focus on Super Rebirths here in a little bit. But yeah, we're still kind of grinding our way here. So that was the teams, and you could see that I picked the strength team, and I'm always kind of keeping up with the trails here. So you always want to keep up with your trails and your pets to make sure that you're buying the best pets and also buying the best trails. And your rebirths too, right? Always make sure to do plenty of rebirths to start moving your way through these levels. And also Super Rebirth, right? That was one of my big kind of mistakes in this kind of 24-hour challenge, was not doing enough Super Rebirths. I should have just kind of doubled down on the Super Rebirths and just have done that for like the first 20 hours and then just kind of grinded the last 4 hours there. But that wasn't the approach that I took here, and that kind of really kind of stopped me from going a lot further there, I think. But we still go pretty far here in the 24-hour challenge. Like you can see I've gotten myself to the dino level here too, but hoping to get to the void world before the 24 hours is up, and still got several hours here left over here. So now we're taking on the mammoth here, so we're gonna get to the void world here. We just had to grind to 500 SX wins, and now we've got to the void world here, and these bosses are super tough. And then that's when I realized that there's no chance here unless I do a whole bunch of Super Rebirths. So that was my fourth Super Rebirth, and then I start kind of working my way through these levels again. But now is really where I kind of, double down on the Super Rebirth, and I realized that my time for the 24 hours is starting to run out here. So here's where I really kind of prioritize doing the Super Rebirth, and then try to get to, 10 or 11 of those before I then kind of start trying to take on the Void World again. But yeah, now we're back here at the beach, and, like I said, I always get that 20 million trail whenever I get to the beach here, and you have to do some training here when you get to the beach as well. But anyways, we kind of worked our way through that, and now we're here in the nuclear bunker, taking on the hazmat boss here. I'm going to kind of grind here with the hazmat, and we're getting 290 billion wins each time. Going to switch over. Make sure you've always got your winner pets. Let's see how many wins we get now after we've equipped the winner pets. All right, that was 290 versus 638 billion there. So yeah, definitely make sure to equip all the right pets there. And I've only got 4 pet equips here, so if you're playing with more pet equips, the pets make even a lot more difference there. On my main account, I think I've got like 45 pet equip. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start doing our rebirth process here. Gonna get the rebirths going here. Go ahead and equip the strength pets here. We're gonna go ahead and kind of grind here for a little while, and then take on the Mutant King. All right, we passed through the Mutant King, and now we're at the Dino. Gonna kind of grind here for a little while as well, and maybe kind of see if we can get some pets here. But I think the pets that we have are probably better than what we can get, because Same hooked us up with some really good pets there. So I think I'll probably forget about the pets. So now we're back to the void world here, and yeah, now I'm just gonna go ahead and do another Super Rebirth. So now I'm at 5, and trying to move our way forward here on the Super Rebirths. And then I did kind of grind through as well, and now I'm just trying to really get through the Super Rebirth, so I kind of skipped through all that. And this will be our next Super Rebirth, so here we are. And that was from 10 here, so now I've got 10 Super Rebirths. So now I think we're ready to kind of grind through here. So we'll go ahead and kind of grind our way back through and get back to the Void World. And I did get stuck. And then Same kind of came through again with some even better pets here. So he gave me a pumpkin as well as 2 Inferno Leviathan, and I think those were Best Friends 6 pets. So that definitely helped out a lot. But what I ended up figuring out was that the the Void World is really just the bosses are just really tough. You know, like for example, the first boss, the Orinthian here, he's got 287 QI, and I got here with about 2 QI here, so I'd have to just really kind of grind here, gaining strength for a long time. And you know, the pets, you know, I can't look at getting any better pets because I just got a whole bunch of really great pets there. So there are no other pets that are available to me. You can see I've got 11 Super Rebirth tokens there, a bunch of rebirths as well. So yeah, the 24 hours is getting we're getting kind of close to the end of the 24 hours. So I don't think I'm going to be able to beat any of the bosses in the Void World. But you know, we did make it to the Void World there, and here's my kind of overall stats, how many times I've beaten each of the bosses in this kind of new account here. This was a brand new account, never played a single minute in this game or any other game on Roblox with this account. So yeah, so here's the stats. We can see I took out all the bosses with the exception of what we see here in the Void World as well as the Space Center. But if I had to do it again, I would focus on the Super Rebirth, and I think I would be able to get through some of those bosses in the Void World. Random user, don't forget to like, subscribe, and play on!